Okay, so there might be some missing context for this particular video. Because, yeah, last time we did live stream. Live stream was fun. We played for a bit. We did some stuff. I actually got quite a bit done, though. We fought against the boss level threats. We got new skill in the form of Commander. Turns out Commander has thought domination, which allows us to tame things far, far easier. Turns out that skill would have been way more useful earlier on, because, you know, I was struggling to tame stuff near the start and all that jazz. So, yeah, it turns out Commander would have been really good. Also, just the 90% power boost my creatures get whenever I turn the passive on is pretty wild. But yeah, as a thing though, last video, we did what was basically what I thought was the impossible, and we caught a Valkyrie, and we named it, and then people in the live stream will know I put it in this pen, along with a friend. I put another Valkyrie in here as well. They weren't here when I got back, so as a thing, because the stream saw this, but, you know, but I don't think I left it in the thing because the video was already getting pretty long, and honestly, I felt this was a quick thing I could just mention. Yeah, so the Valkyries despawn, as it turns out. So either I'll need to try name tagging them to see if they stick around, or I'll just have to sit with them for 50 minutes. But if we can name Valkyries, if we can give them tons of power, their EP goes like over 1 million. Like, they are absurdly strong. They're way easier to, you know, kill off than what the metal slimes are. So I haven't given up on that though. We came out with new plans. We do have new plans for the metal slimes. Mainly the fact that Godly Craftsman may be the answer. Godly Craftsman in combination with Commander, we might be able to find a solution finally to the metal menace that is these slimes. Because these two, I don't want to keep. I don't want to keep them. I don't care about these two. I haven't given them names. They're not my Metal Sonic and my Metal Shadow and all that jazz. No. So these two need to go. How are we going to accomplish this? Well, I think I'm going to have to make some super armor and weapons for an enemy. And make the enemy friend. Then once they stop being friend, have the metal pick a fight with them. Have the metal then stay still and hope that they die. Because we did getting engravings that can end this thing. In the form of... we got Soul Eater. Which is absurd. Because, yeah. Well, we are able to heal off soul damage. Yeah, the metal slimes are not. So, as we saw with the Orc Disaster. And we we can give the weapon tons of stuff, so we can do tons of damage at the same time, which is really good. And we can even give good armor for protection. But yeah, these things, obviously they have like 2,000 odd spirit, but they have only 1,000 HP. So you think, oh, let's go for the HP. Nah, because they have ultra regeneration, I think. I don't know, they have really good regeneration anyway. So as soon as you hurt them, they start regenerating super quick. So the odds of actually weakening them down to 0 it's like really hard. That's why I thought Hinata was the only answer. But as we saw with the Orc Disaster also had really good regeneration. Well, it had alright regeneration. But yeah, he got picked off by Mocha, wherever she's gone off to. Where'd Mocha go? Oh, there she is. I keep forgetting I gave her 2 spears. Also, she's gotten ungodly powerful at this point. She has 394 HP. This is without the Commander buff. She's just chilling at that level. She's almost 40,000 EP. Her armor is getting up there. I still need to, like, enchant it all and stuff. So that's the thing. Unfortunately, though, yeah, as something I've learned is that, when I take abilities off, they lose Holy Coating. So I'm going to have to give her another set of armor and let her boost up a second set down the line. As it turns out. Because that's the only way she's going to be able to get, essentially, Holy Coating on all of her armor, which... What does she need Holy Coating for? I mean, it's for things that drop monster crystals. So, like, the current version of the mod, it's not that insane. Because, like, Hinata is the big bad enemy at the end. That Camera of Charvis even drops one. I guess it helps against the Orc Disaster. I think he drops one. I don't know. Anyway, Okay, before I do anything, I'm going to do a quick couple of bits of things. I'm going to quickly go to the Mesa biome. I'm going to go grab some more gold because we've ran out and I need to refresh the unicorns because it turns out unicorns are a really good source of EP. My EP jumped from like 700 and something thousand to 2 million when I sacrificed like 20 unicorns. Because I mean, yeah, each of these guys get 70 to like 85,000 EP. Like, they're absurd. So yeah, we need to go grab more. We need to get more unicorns built up again. Back up. Alright, we're gonna return to here. I'll leave my backup over where it was, because yeah, there's a missile button over here. Okay, so I'm thinking about a couple of other, like, so the metal slimes. We're gonna try and sacrifice them. For that, I'm going to like Godly Craftsman up some like insane armor and an insane weapon is my intent. So that, you know, the orc in question can survive hits from one of the metal slimes. Because it needs to survive 1 or 2 hits, because I'm going to have to set them to attack each other. Then I'm going to have to tell the metal slime to stay still. And then hope that when soul damage is done, I still get the EP from unyielding. Because I don't know if it does. But also as a side thing, the slimes have 1.2 million EP. That EP bonus is then going to transfer over to said orc when he wins. Do I want these orcs to be the ones that get this power? Because I probably should tame whatever kills the metal slimes after. Because they're going to be a heck of a strong minion. It will save me training a lot. So I'm on the thing of like, do I want to use an orc for this, or do I want to use a goblin, or do I want to use a lizard man for it? Because I can like tame them temporarily, move them, and then, you know, do the fight in solitarily for all the other stuff, and I know should be, in theory, be fine. It's a thought. I don't know. I'm beginning to think I'd be better grabbing a lizardman for this over an orc, just because then I can evolve it into a... Oh. Well, that would be interesting, actually. So technically, I can... Oh, yeah. So we can take lizardman, hopefully have it kill metal slimes. Then we can imbue it, we can name it and imbue it with tons of power and multiply its power. And then all of a sudden we get a really, really kick-ass lizardman. Now there's a thought. Or there's this... Oh, hold on. Oh, I don't know if you've got the thing, though. So this is a royal orc. Royal orcs have, you know, bits of hair on the head, top of their heads. There's a chance they have regeneration built into them. Which, you know, is pretty good. Because then I don't have to, like, you know, guardian them to keep them alive. Then again, I'm guarding things anyway, so I don't know if it really matters. I'm just going to ignore them for now. For now, I'm going to go underground and go look for... gold. I need more gold for the unicorns. Okay, size of that army he's throwing around with. My golly. It's insane. Like, if you leave them alone for so long, like, it's insane the number of minions they build up. But okay, I was looking to see if there was, like, an obvious hole that I could dive into, but I don't see anything, so I think I'm just going to have to dig down and go from there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Also, there's another little side thing. So, people may have noticed on YouTube channel, did a thing recently. Made a short. I don't normally do that. That's the reason why I'm highlighting the fact that I did that. So I made a short about this this mod, which, yeah, so I'm on the thing of, that was my first time making a short. I'm gonna try making shorts from now on, I guess. So we need to keep an eye out for funny moments. Or interesting moments and junk. Yeah, I like, there are different moments in, like, other videos where I've thought, oh, that would have been good as a short, but yeah, that's an older video, but I guess that's the thing to keep an eye out for things going forward. Oh yeah, the other reason I'm doing this, other than just collecting unicorn stuff too, is also because I'll get experience from it. I need that for Godly Craftsman before I can make the armor and stuff for the orcs and stuff in question. I mean, I know there's other methods of getting experience. Obviously, people talked about the skulkers and stuff in the Lost City. If you break them, apparently you get experience and stuff. I don't know how much. I've never really done that much because, you know, they were a newer thing compared to, you know, the versions I normally played Minecraft in for a long time. So and I've never really bothered with the Lost City other than, you know, slime mod. So yeah, there's that. There's going to get quartz and nether is an option, and I could very easily do that now because now I've got the fly ability, so I can just fly around the nether and get all the stuff I need to get and then leave. Don't have to worry about fire either because it's basically fireproof now. That is also an option, I suppose. But I mean, yeah, I need gold anyway. I suppose gold, I could have gone gold in the nether too, actually, but yeah. Need gold anyway, so I might as well just do it down here. Quickly grab what I can and smelt it all down later. Ooh. There's an interesting thought. Worth grabbing a mimic. Wait, hold on. I just had a thought. It's a very dumb thought, but I just had a thought. Hold on. Where's my ability? There we go. Domination. Well now, friends. Does it work? I can't store a mimic Really? That's surprising. Okay. There goes my plan. Originally my thought was I was gonna bring Mokka over, then I thought, oh no, I'll grab the Mimic, make it my friend, and then, you know, have it fight something and lose. So I turned freaking Guardian off. But there's nothing, like, I can't have it fight them. Well, I could have it fight them. Sure, I'll have it fight them. There's no creature nearby. I was gonna pick him up and move, because I can't make him move otherwise. The fecker stays still. Alright, sure. You know what? Let's try this. Behavior. He's just alright living it. It was gonna be tricky when you can't see the fecking things, but... Oh. Did we even move? I didn't think so. This is what I was worried about. Okay, Mokka, how good an idea is it to bring you with me underground? Obviously, like, we can kill mimics and stuff. That's pretty cool when you do that. But how useful are you gonna be sticking around beyond that point? Is the real question. I don't think you're as silly as, like, the orcs and stuff. I don't think you're as likely to go into walls and things, but, you know. I completely forgot I could literally just find this stuff while I'm floating around underground, because I've been getting so much of it from metal slimes, I forgot this is how I normally get it. Okay, return to base. Gonna start smelting down all the bits. Then we'll do the unicorn stuff in a second. For right though, since I'm gonna be waiting around a bit and waiting for unicorns and dim, I'm gonna quickly nip over here and see if we can grab ourselves a Valkyrie. Although before that, since we're also here, hey, Mokka, you wanna, like, kill some metal slimes? Let me just move away from where the others are really quick, because, you know, they'll be a bit awkward about this and just dive over. And dim. But, yeah, I've given Mokka new mithril armor, so she can start raising that up. That'll also probably be the armor I'll give to whoever we're having kill the metal slimes. Or I'll just give them the adamantine armor, one of the two. Because, I mean, this stuff's kind of broken anyway. Since, you know, there's... Is that metal slime there? No, it's not. So I swear I saw a second one around here. Where is it? Also, there's probably like 3 down here somewhere. I could have sworn I saw one bounce down here before. But anyway, yeah, the armor lost some of its engravings and stuff because, you know, we took holy coating off of it. Ah, there's one. Cool. Just need to grab you. If my aim was better. Oh, that's just beautiful, that is. Hey, let's not do it over the pit. Let's just, you know, grab him over here. And, yeah, Mokka, you want to kill that guy? Well done. Actually, with how much they give, the armor should already have potentially an engraving. Yeah, there we go. Holy cow. No, okay, sturdy. Mokka! Stay still, please. Okay, they all just get sturdy, okay. And I got energy steer, which I don't have to take that off because I already have that. All I'm waiting for at this point is what, slaughtering and severance, I think, are the only 2 left. As far as I can remember. Right, let's see if we can grab a wee Valkyrie. Get her on site, all that jazz. Because I would like to try taming and destroying one just to see how it goes. Well, there's one. Right. Thought domination is. So. Thought domination. Give it a second. Thought domination. Name. Name you vow. Endow. Wadoosh. You have oh so much power at this point. Shadow storage. You're now safely in here. With 1,168,950 energy. Beautiful. Alright, let's be taking you away now. Oh. Steve. It's Mark. Hold on. No. I know he's violent, I get it, but I did want to try capturing a Mokka, but never mind, it's fine. He deserved it, I suppose. Then having Mokka with me, if something triggers an attack, she will attack back very quickly without a care. Anyway, hey, Mokka, you want to try killing that Valkyrie over there? Just, you know, to see how well you do. Also, just because I'm curious how well this armor protects me. Or, you know, potentially maybe it just won't get a fight back because you'll just destroy it that quickly. Sorry, I never really considered that an option, but apparently that is actually an option. I didn't really think about it. Okay, so how Valkyrie will work. I want to test thing with her. So, we're going to take a name tag. Which I don't know if this is gonna work, because the thing already technically has a name, but whatever. We'll try it. We'll name her... Hold on, no. I want to try changing her name just to see what it does. Because I'm curious about it. So, to that end... what do you want to name a Valkyrie? Alright, we'll call her Vex. Bloop. Sure. Alright. So, get Val in here. Bloop. That does in fact change your name. Cool. Do you still count as main becomes a question though, if I try to pick you back up again. With my shadow storage ability. It does, and your name is now Vex, actually. Okay, cool. You've now been name tagged. With that in mind, will you now stay here and not despawn is now going to be the real question. Also, are you getting unyielding points? That's another really important question. You are. Are you? Hold on. Any underdog? Yes, just you know, slowly. Okay, blah, 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 that's all very good to know. In that case, I'm just gonna leave her there, and I'm just gonna see what happens with her. Hopefully, she sticks around. We shall see. In the meantime, though, yeah, I'm gonna start grabbing this stuff, and, you know, make myself some golden apples and do some unicorn bits. So, bladoosh. How on earth did you make it over here? What on earth? Well, that chap just decided to make his way away over here somehow. I don't know how he got so deep into the camp, to be honest. Seems very unlikely. Normally, if something picks him up before, I guess all the guards are, like, on the other end or something. Right, anyway. Unicorns! Badoosh, 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 badoosh. You're all set to stay, aren't you? Go. 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 Quickly, before the thing wears off. Well done. But I don't want you following me, so, like, yeah, just wander about in your pen, I suppose. Alright. Both these lads are set to wander. Imbue them both with great power, and badoosh. With that, 2 more little unicorns. There's a ton of power to them. Marvelous. I'm just gonna wait and let that build up a little bit while I also wait and see what happens with the Valkyrie. You're only at okay, yeah, I was about to say you're only at 30. Oh yeah, hold on. When I'm at that end of the camp, I really need to move all my, like, my work stuff to the center of the island, because when I'm at that end of camp, I don't gain points over here. Hold on, I literally had to pick up ability. Just, you know, pop that there. we can literally just pick things up and take them a walk and get it where we want to get it, like, entirely within my skill set here. I forgot this stuff in here. Okay. Can I just pick you up? Is that a thing? Let's find out. I'm willing to waste supplies to find out. Darn. Well, it was to be expected. Oh yeah, well I'm like going around here just making random bits. One, I should be converting all these into just pure, because of course I should. So, bladoop, bladoop. Tons of pure, cool. Other thing, we talked about making orichalcum. I now have leftover gold because I didn't have enough apples. But I still have another 14, so I can still make another 7 unicorns. From the current law, I should go grab more apples at some point. But okay, checking thing right now, because I've just been, like, you know, letting stuff smelt down, doing a bit of chest organizing, dum-ba-dum. Cool, unicorns are this 4 already. She is a quarter of the way there, so, been a wee while. Yeah, okay, sure, once I get the next lot of Mithril out here, I'll make some orichalcum. We'll see how that looks and acts. And I don't know, it was suggested on stream about orichalcum. I've never really been big on this stuff because I just don't see a point in it. Because it's pointed out, like, okay, it skips over a phase and jumps straight to hee-hee. The only problem is it still needs to, like, unless I'm mistaken, it still requires the same amount of, like, you know, EP in order to do it. So, like, aren't we basically just skipping over adamantine and you not getting any benefit from it? Because adamantine is stronger than orichalcum, same as the, some of the other armor types are stronger than it as well. So there's not a lot of reason to do it. So I don't really, I'm curious what the benefit is. I think one of the benefits pointed out is that you get an engraving pretty much straight away when you make the stuff. That could be really good because engravings are really powerful. Actually, if not, though, I can't really think of other reason you'd want to do it. Okay, let's take a look at this stuff then. So it costs as much as Mithril in order to produce. There's a new build thing, cool. Throw some up here in there. Dum-ba-dum. Alright, Divine Shining Gold. We have now got access to Orichalcum. Oh! I had no idea you could... Okay, so you can make enchanted gold apples out of Orichalcum as well. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but that's interesting. Okay. But yeah, so Orichalcum, chestplate 1164. Decent. Definitely. Orichalcum Katana, 31 damage. Dum-ba-dum. Compare that Pure. Pure is 13, 7, and 6. But Pure costs more in flip side, because Pure obviously costs, 8 Pure ingots, whereas, it costs 8 worth of Pure ingots, dum-ba-dum. Whereas Orichalcum only costs... Does Orichalcum cost less? Yes. Because, okay, wait, math. In order to make up an ingot thing, there's the thing that goes in here. I'm pretty sure it's like 9 per pure. Hold on. I can literally test this really quick. Grab this. How much goes in per thing? We're currently at 1. Yeah. So every pure ingot is worth 9. Each Orichalcum ingot only costs 5. So it costs nearly half as much, essentially, to make it. Cool. Math. Mithril also costs 5. Mithril has got 11, 5, and 3. So it's slightly stronger than Mithril. But the trade-off... What is the trade-off? That is the question. It starts with 50k. Okay, so this is basically it starts with 50k instead of 45. So Mithril starts with 45. And you have to do a little bit to get engraving. This starts with 50, so you're just gonna, as soon as you gain any EP, you get an engraving, essentially. Okay. That's a thing. It seems super wasteful, though. Because, okay, this stuff jumps to Hee armor, but you still have to get to, like, what, 750,000 for Hee? And then Adamantine triggers at 225. This thing only starts at 50. You have a long way to go. We were sitting with just Orichalcum armor on. Whereas Adamantine is, like, a good chunk strong. Like, Adamantine 1588. Like, it is so much stronger. And you don't get the holy thing from it. So, yeah, I just don't see the upsides to it. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. If anyone knows something I don't, feel free to let me know in the comments. But what is the boon of Orichalcum? I mean, I'm going to make a set, because, different looks cool. Then we'll give it to one of the lizards, but, It's, I don't see the benefit of making this over Mithril. Then again, I'm pretty sure, like, in general, I normally am told, hey, you should make Mithril. So, potentially, there's not really a benefit to it over Mithril. It's just, it's a short-sighted upside, like, it's an instant upside. So I guess, like, 1 plus would be if you were hunting for engravings, maybe? So I'm just gonna take the rest out, because you don't need... There we go. Pull the rest in here. I guess I'll just start putting silver back in again. Yeah, it's a short-sighted thing. It's like in a short term, you're gonna get, armor or a weapon that gets an engraving instantly. But, like, with Mithril, you can get pretty much the same, but then the weapon will still be useful down the line. In a more immediate, like... Not immediately, but in the midterm, where you get, like, adamantine and stuff. Okay, who is packing what? We've got Momo here with their armor source stuff. Got Moose. Actually, where's Mitch? Is this with me here? That's Zep. What's Zep up to? Zep's got armor source armor on as well. Okay, where is my most defiant lizard? Where'd he go? Fun thing about Mitch might be appearing this weekend. Mitch might be free for once to go play games and stuff. Okay, we get Nuzzle here with our Little Majesty. That him there? No, that's Drum. Hello, Drum. Where the feckery is Mitch flown off to? You can only go so far. Somewhere nearby. Is that him there? No, that's just my orc. Just my plain ordinary orc. Oh, pull out. Mitch, found you. Yeah, so you just had low magic steal on, so yeah, we're gonna give you an upgrade. There you go. Give you upgrades, dim-ba-dim, even give you a good spear. And then, yeah, flip round, rogues are gonna go and kill that thing I just saw there. Hey, you wanna follow me a second? I just saw a thing I wanna murder. I say that, hold on, Mitch, will you actually follow me? Please? Oh, he's still sitting aggressive, I forgot. Okay, never mind, I don't have to do any work. He's gonna do it for me. Oh god. I didn't have to order him. Didn't have to do anything, he just went in and killed them. Okay, how's your armor looking in? Sturdy, sturdy, sturdy. Nice. Yeah, I think Orichalcum armor is probably a bit terrible, because armor only has like 3 engravings. I said apart from like breathing support, which is on the head. But like, it's those 4 engravings. But it's like, there's 3 main engravings. There's energy boost, which you just list from minions, because none of them use magic. There's, yeah, energy resistance, and there is sturdy. 2 of those are really, really useful. Sturdy is really useful for physical defense, and energy resistance is obviously just good for the resisting magic. We want to get both those things, preferably. Hey, Mitch, you wanna... Aha! Mitch. Mitch. Kill the slime. Whenever you're ready. You know, it's fine. Just whenever you feel like it. Or, you know. Oh, he's throwing his... I was wondering what he was doing. He was throwing his spears up. Oh, you silly sausage. Why are you like this? Alright, hold on. While you're, like, chilling next to me really quick, I made a mistake. Blow up. Don't pick those up. You can't lift up bottles and put them back down because they separate. They don't stack. Since you're here, I might as well just engrave your... No, I don't need to enchant your armor. You're fine. Like, just Orichalcum in general plus sturdy is probably plenty. Icky, I want to keep my experience for doing other stuff. And you already have the super spear, so you're killing everything that comes near you insanely quickly anyway. Okay, Mitch, follow me. We're going back over to the start. I'll set you free again. Continue your walk. I was about to say, where'd you go there? Yeah, there he is. Okay, as a side note, I did leave the chunk area in that for a bit without a chunk loader, and so far Vex has stayed where she is. So potentially a name tag might have done the trick. Like, a name tag might have actually been enough. Also, what's crazy is Vex is chilling with 1700 HP, because, you know, as a boss creature, she normally has, like, an absurd number, an absurd amount of health anyway. Then I multiplied her AP by, like, 10. So it grew massively. Because, like, yeah, she has, what, 850? 800 normally or something? It's like 800, 850, I forget. It's one of the tier 3 bosses normally have, including the Minotaur. So yeah, that's all very cool. Yeah, and our powers, you know, obviously jump to the roof. To insanity. With Commander, that would jump by a further 90%. Which, yeah, so that's a lot. That's like, what, another 1,530? So she got up to like 30-ish? So like 3,200 HP she jump up to. With Commander. That's absurd. Our metal boys over here only jump up to 1900s when we are using Commander. So yeah, this thing's easily the most powerful thing we've got around. Flip side though, how am I killing her? See, that is gonna be a bit complicated. Cause like she's a Valkyrie, but like, you know, like a fallen angel Valkyrie. She can't fly or anything. So I can't take her to like go and fight against Hinata and expect good things from that. On top of that, I can't command her to attack anything. So I need to find something that's naturally violent and will just swarm her and attack her. But odds are she's gonna kill him. I generally think I'm gonna have to go around the desert, go and look for Orc Lords. That's probably not gonna be enough though, is it? Oh, God. I haven't really thought this part through yet. I'm not sure how I'm killing a Valkyrie. Like, I figure it will be easier than killing a Metal Slime, because she doesn't have the absurd regeneration or anything. I think. Like, I know Sphinxes do. I think Minotaurs get it when they drop a certain HP to get a bit of regeneration, I think. Actually, I don't know about that one. Valkyrie, I don't believe you get any regeneration. But she has a lot of HP, and she's going to hit really hard now. Like, Valkyrie's already hit at like 200 damage or something. They were the weakest out of like the 3. Out of the Valkyrie, the Sphinx, and the The Minotaur hits the hardest, probably because also he has fighters, so that helps. And I think the Valkyrie was the weakest by a little bit, or it's randomized. Yeah, she's just gained like another plus 100 to her damage output because of my EP boosting her. So she's now hitting probably as hard as a Minotaur. Probably. So that's fun. Just need to... who do I take her to? Who's gonna actually fight her? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I can change her mentality either. Like, I can try the mass mentality thing, but the Gamer Gaia mobs just don't sync up well with the... Despite there being an add-on for it, they don't sync up well with the slime mod. They refuse to cooperate. Okay, I think... For going with the plan of trying to kill the metal slimes, because we're still on that plan too. We're still, you know, I want to experiment with the Valkyrie to see what happens, but I also, you know, want to move forward with this plan too. We are going to try, we're going to make another Mithril Spear. And we're going to fully give all the works in terms of ability. So, Mithril Spear, badoosh. We're gonna make it all fancy. Or wait, hold on. Will this be good enough? Okay, let's see what we can do with it. Hold on, because I was going to say, Mocha's obviously got her adamantine spear. And honestly, like, Mocha needs a new spear anyway, so I might just take Mocha's spear and give her this one. Because this one will be, like, fancier because it'll holy coating added onto it. I thought. But anyway, alright, what can, how powerful can we get this thing? So if we jump to Godly Chrisman, we jump into here, doom, pop it in there. So right now it does 26 damage. Decent, cool, yep, nice. Then, yeah, I mean, I'll put all the works on it just for the sake of it being, you know, in case we're going to give it the Mocha later. But yeah, with Sharpness, that'll boost it up to 28. Cool. I mean, I have Sharpness 3, sadly. I don't have Sharpness 5 right now. Put Sweeping Edge on. Cool. Alright, Barrier Piercing. Bit pointless, but it's there. Crushing. Puts it up to 40. And Resistance doesn't matter. Energy Steal. Puts it up to still 40, but then it'll do steal, like, mana and stuff. Holy Weapon. Effectively doubles your damage output, because now it does holy damage. Radiant damage as well. Soul Eater. Effect, it doesn't really double your damage. It attacks a different health bar. So, yeah, it does that. Sturdy, puts it at 48. Swift, puts it at 50.5. So, it goes up at 50.5. It costs 500 XP. Enchant. That cost me 8 levels. Well, 8 of my higher levels. Right, with that we get the Mithril Spear. A great weapon. On the flip side, though, where is Mocha? Where is Mocha, actually? Wait, where have I put her? Did I leave her wandering? Where'd she go? Slight thing is I swapped out her armor, so she now kind of blends in with the pack again. So I actually am not sure where she is. Like, Momo and Zep are there. Mitch is very obvious because, you know, fancy armor. I thought she was over here by the metal slimes. Did I tell her to leave? There's Moose. Where have I put my bestest dragon? Where did she go? I don't think I did that last put her. I actually don't see her anywhere. Did I leave her on the mountain? By accident? Is that the thing? Did I leave you up here? I'm actually confused at this point. I actually don't know where I left her. She was up here when we fought the Valkyries. Then, like, yeah, I went... Did I go mining before or after the Valkyries? I don't remember. I don't remember. I might have done... Feck. Like, what? No, but then I changed her armor out. I took her adamantine, but I think I took that earlier, didn't I? Because then she, you know, got to go kill stuff and it got... Enchanted and junk. Oh, so the Valkyrie's still here. Cool. She's sticking around. Very cool. Very concerning right now, though. Where is my favorite dragon? There's Momo. There's Moro. Where's Mocha? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Who's hidden amongst the orcs? I should have just made it daytime and I would have fucking seen her because she was lying down, apparently. There she is. Found her. You scared me for a moment there. But okay, yeah. This weapon does 95. Probably better taking this and just giving her this one. Because, like, she'll upgrade this one over time anyway. And honestly, like, This one gets Holy Coat, this one doesn't. I forget how good Holy Coat is, but I don't think Holy Coat makes up the difference for, like, the 40 odd damage this is gonna do. Like, triple over because of all the other buffs it gets. Also just realized, oh, because she's not, oh, okay, this thing gets stronger in my hand because I'm holding it in one wet hand, whereas, yeah, she's holding another item, so it's making it slightly weaker. Yeah, it's fine. The damage for that is minimal. Anyways, that's perfectly fine. Okay, just leave her to it for now. Continue on my merry way. Alright, we got the Adamantine Spear then. Sweet. Sadly, I can't bring it up to Hee-Hee because then it'll be in her hand and it'll never be able to leave her hand. Once it gets up to Hee-Hee, it's gonna bind itself to person. Can't be doing that. Well, can be doing that, but only if I'm, like, determined to let them keep that forever, essentially. Okay, which plan do I want to enact first? The problem is you're already at 700, and okay, so there's the mentality of I want to leave just to see if she vanishes because I've now name tagged her, so she shouldn't. But I'm curious. I'm curious if she'll leave. Also, there's a mermaid person down there. Ooh. So, like, I'm really curious about that. Flip side, though, yeah, if I keep her and just get to 1200, then I could do the whole thing of trying to kill her and see how I'm going to enact that. On the other flip side, I could go and do the thing with the milk slimes and give that a try right now. Blah. Sure. Okay, you know what, let's just we're gonna grab a milk slime. We're gonna do the milk slime thing for a bit. We're gonna try this. Sure. You're coming with me. Alright, we're gonna back up. And right, for this next leg, I now need, what do I need? What do I want to use here? Because, yeah, if they do successfully manage to kill the milk slime, they're gonna get an absurd amount of power. Do I want an orc or do I want another powerful dragon unit? Because dragon units are really useful because, you know, obviously they can fly. Makes them very cool. Or we get a super powered orc. Or we could try the royal orc treatment. Could try the royal orc treatment. Could try and grab a royal orc and just hope that it gains regeneration. Sure, I'm willing to gamble on that. That seems like a fine idea. Let's do that. So for the first leg of this is gonna be a pain, but for the first leg of this, I need to go and find one a royal orc. Which, yeah, they're not super uncommon. Second part, I don't need to temporarily, cause like if I okay, hold on. We can test this really quick. But like if I were to just to throw this adamantine helmet over here, like would you pick it up? Oh, you would. Oh, that works so much better then. Never mind. I don't have to do the thing. I'm just I can. So as I know, I will literally tame him later and take the armor back. So I'm not worried. Effectively, yeah, I'm equipping this guy with absurdity, which is basically the set Mokka has built to this point. All right, this guy is now equipped to absolutely murder something. Guy is absurd. Anyway, we then have this chap. So, how are we going to do this? We are going to movement behavior. We're going to have you follow. And we're going to movement behavior target him. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support, and a special thank you and shout out to our elite members, the joining members MonsterQ, and our ANBU members MonsterQ and AdenIsGone. Thank you all very much for the extra special support.